Hello and welcome to live Candlepin Bowling from Masons. Hello, Ben. From Masons, Leominster, Massachusetts. Bowling on the lane that everything started on, lane number 7. Hello, drum machine as well. I'm telling you, when it's darker, I can read the text a lot better. Although I should probably bring a magnifying glass. I'm getting up there in age. I'm old. Anyway, that's the lane we started everything on. Some reason I'm a little jittery today, so let's see how this goes. We'll take 9 from that train wreck. And a lovely 5. That was a bit early. All right, 2 little stinkler bonus balls. Before I came here, I put the phone in the refrigerator for a couple hours so that it would work for a while. Looks like it's wearing off. Let's see what we get with this El Stinkos. And yes, when this was a hard place, I actually got a double here. Edit, it's still hard. They just did maintenance on the decks. Barely under the line for 3. Time to finish with Curse of the Fill with a lousy 4 fill on a strike. Called it Curse of the Fill. And keep the bad luck going. 7. That would have been 8 anywhere else. Time report. There were only 2 good frames in the whole lot. The 9, and that, and then the strike. Curse of the Fill, first 2 balls only taking out 4. And then the 7. The only okay thing there is the 4th one. Alrighty. The strike streak still continues. Alrighty. This game's in the trash. The only thing good was the strike. So. Wow, another decent frame. Looks like we're going on a field trip, people. We're gonna see if that wood's over the line. It looks like it is. Don't attempt this at home, people. I don't do stupid crap. They trust me. Yeah, see, that one's over the line, so it's no good. Down she goes. That's done in 2013. And that was a field trip. That's also me forgetting if that was 1 or 2 balls, because every time something like that happens, I forget. I think that was 2. We'll go with that. And it's not, I'm not the only one that loses track when something weird like that happens. That's a 9. I found even some of the people, when New Palace was a thing, that those tryouts, weird thing happens like that. Sometimes even they lose where the ball was, is how many they got left. All right, we're pulling it out. We're salvaging this one. And then that. guess we can kiss a good game goodbye with 7. Nine or better, otherwise we fail. That salvaged a crap heap. All 4 balls are here. El Stinko, what will this make the final score? If there were another frame, a likely spare. But that's the end of the game with a 6. And thus ends the game. 6, then an 8, then a 9. Err on safety, 7, and then to save it, a spare, and finally a decent fill of 6, 87. Then again, you gotta remember it's Masons. They may have worked on the decks, but it's still hard as hell. Air conditioning. Alrighty, before we go game number 2, I saw stuff popping up here. Give him some love, exactly. Some people in that how they call staff. Yeah, for the average person, you would have to let the staff know, but the Palace, when it was a thing here, depending who's behind the desk, and definitely Brian's, they know they trust me and I'm not going to do anything stupid going under there. However, I will not jump up on the catwalk to show you the machine. That would be stupid. And I have no right to be there. So anyway, that's 87 for game 1. Time for game 2. That was the perfect ball. Second best start you can have. Exactly. It's time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. What will the bonus be? It's looking like the good camera's not going to last very long. Believe it or not, there's some good there. I know El Stinko stunk giving us 3, but a piece of wood in the middle of the pile there, that could be a good thing. So first frame's a 13. Unless I hit it dead on. Hey, look, it's the leave Dave Madlis used to say was very rare and never happens, but almost always does on this channel. Narrow leaves, how I hate thee for 6. I think they forgot to turn on the big magnet under the plate. The bad thing about this is we now have to actually wait a long time for this wood to settle down. All right, it's settled. Yeah, too far right. Niner. Again, just barely behind the line, like it would have mattered. Still an 8. Half-time report. We're not working. Crap cam time. Spare. Then a 9 fill, first ball only knocking down 3, but a piece of wood made the 9 almost possible. Then a 6, then a 9, then an 8. Halfway decent 45. You gotta remember in these warmer months that the good camera doesn't really last long. Might go back to it if this one freezes up. Hello, Cyan. Minnesota. Oh, jeez. There used to be a place in Chicago, but it closed down from the pandemic. It was Southport Lanes, hand set pins. And now there's a new Apex place similar to where I've been in Marlboro. That's in Albany, New York, and that has candle pins, 4 lanes. And if you're willing to shell out $150 and rent an entire alley with a bunch of your friends, the Cincinnati Club near Cincinnati, Ohio has them. So, 45. Let's see if we can do better. Here's our first half-whisker shot of the day. Old Masons, that thing would have just plopped dead and we'd have 7. But we got 9. piece of wood did some good. That wood fell in the right place. The middle finger remains connected. That makes it more doable. Too full. Was trying to get by the wood. Don't matter. Got the 9 anyway. Last game I needed 9 in the last frame. In this one I need 8 in the last 2. Hey, let's say hi to Bob Caleri. Yeah, I can move this a hair closer, not that it's going to make a difference. Let's see if we can make him go away. Not a bad alternative. The wood was rolling, and if I hit it, it wouldn't count. Still 8. One point better. Watching my average tank. 9. It's now an easy house, no longer exists. 9, 9, 9, 8, 8. Pair of 8s. Back in a second. My display was only outputting 480p. Now we got a nice HD one. I know this will kill the battery, but Mason Bowling and Recreation Center, 640 North Main, Leominster, Mass. And the phone number. Alright, now let's kill that because it's killing the good times about was. Wish again when I grew up, and it was. Yeah, Yeah, the pencil is the display. Well, I know you know that. At the moment, only 3 balls returned. Game number 3. The bowling gods have to hate me to not make a spare out of this. I told you. That's an I wish it was ball 2 moment, but the bowling gods hate me too much to let that one happen. That's a 10. Middle finger for 9. Oh, good. I thought I got Mason. I think one of my bowling balls disappeared. It's time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. What will the bonus be? And El Stinko stinks for the leave, but the 8 feels good. That's an 8. It went in the gutter before it hit the pin. 1 in a million shot a ball could have done that. One of my balls is missing. Halftime. 10, 9, spare, 8. And the only ball that mattered there was the first one. And a 10 for 55. Yeah, one of my balls went AWOL. Oh well. Actually, 2 balls went AWOL. One of theirs and one of mine. All right. Say it with me, guys. Right there. Well, you probably can't read it. Welcome to Masons. He's going to find the AWOL ball that's absent without leave. We got 9. Hey, the gang's all back. Thanks. Yep. I've never had that happen on this side. On the other side, the 20-somethings I've had. Just a wee bit off, but pretty much where I aimed it. Once again, it's time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. Let's see what this bonus is. El Stinko lives up to its name with a 3. Went for the obvious point, the one with the wood making it fat. Would have been dumb luck if I got 10. That's not good. If we can get 5 more pins, the Mason's miracle will happen. In a place like Putnam's not so much a miracle, but here it is. We made it. The Mason's miracle has happened. I can see Casey McCool, wood player. 9. Alrighty, here's the Mason's miracle. I got the 9, then a spare. I keep calling it a strike. Then a 9, first 3. Then another 9, and then another 9. Mason's miracle, hitting 3 digits. But that opens it up to something really bad happening. Yeah, Ben, I've heard it called the picket fence. I've also heard it as the rail. I write too big to fit it. Plus it helps when, with the low picture quality that happens at times. Anyway. The picket fence here is when you throw a ball and at least 1 pin in all 7 columns is still standing. If you've seen the Watch Me Suck from Brian's Bowl Away, I threw a ball and only took out the 1 and a 2. That would be an example of a picket fence in Candlepin. But there's all other variants where at least 1 pin in each column still stands. Now that being said, time for game number 4. I did not see that spare coming. I think that one we call a dumb luck spare. dumb luck or not, we take it. Funny thing is, picket fence, there's really not that many combinations because only the third, fourth, and fifth column have 2 pins. The first, second, 6, and 7 only have 1. And now it's time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. What will the bonus be? You heard my quote from Archie Bunker right there. El Stinko really stunk it too. Making the first frame 12. Welcome to New Masons. That's a 9. Haven't had a garbage frame in a while. There's 1, 6. Got lucky with the wood pile. Eight is great. Still got something. Another 8. Halftime. Spare. Then a 9. Unfortunately, the first ball we knocked down 2. Then a lovely 6. Then an 8. And another 8 for a 43. You're bowling better than the easier houses. Oh, that's funny. I'm not saying you're wrong. If he only took out 5, 8, 9. Yes, that's one of them. That's exactly it. I've done that twice. The score sheet doesn't know the difference. But yeah. You're both much. You're trying out for the lumberjack because if they only had leagues, but my workplace doesn't let me have a life. I got lucky and got a Saturday off. which is ironic because the business that's next to us next door only works 4-day weeks, and I'm lucky to get only 5. Sundays, no. Not unless there was a major catastrophe like infrastructure problem or something like that. 43. Train wrecking, 7. Fell down when I wasn't looking. 10. It's time for El Stinko the bonus ball. What will this bonus be? Dos but no cigar. 9 fill. We're already good. There's another I wish it was ball 2 moment for 10. And it fell apart a bit here. 7, 10, And a spare with a 9 fill and a 10. That pretty much put it back on track. 7.96. And now game number 5. That just barely stay on the lane or what? That's okay. That it's kind of interchangeable, like on the computer scoring systems and other people. They use the X for a strike, the slash for a spare, and the old school approach, which was designed so that people can actually write numbers clearer, is the way you see how I do it. The upper left colored in because people have a better time making a bigger number if the colored in triangle is in the upper left, and then the strike it's a fully colored square split in half, so there's room for a number. And an unofficial double strike is when you color the other corners in. It's not official but accepted. And the rare moments that I've done it, I've used it. And speaking of rare moments, let's see if this L-stick can be a rare one. And once before here at Mason's, I have done it. This is not one of those. Nine fill. Wrap it up with 10. Induct in either form of marking with X's and slashes or the candlepin geometry colored fills, both are acceptable. Welcome to Masons. Well, barely behind the line. And a week 7. Remember, this is not indicative to what may be coming, because we need another mark with a good fill. 9, a second strike of the day, and a 10. First 2 balls knocking down 9, making that fill. 8 and 7 slowly falling down. 53. Oh, strikes and Candlepin, not. You see on Henry. Exactly. Pretty to see all 4 corners filled, or a number higher than 10 with just the regular 2. And like I said, at 53 at the half, it's not indicative to the future. That's another dumb luck spare. You can't say that was skill. $10 stick of the bonus ball. Well, Cyan, I'd like to be good too. But as I always say, even if it's dumb luck, gladly accept it. Let's see what this bonus is. El Stinko left a stinky lead, but a 7. Kingpin remains for 9. This time we leave the middle finger. That did go down. Once again, 2 will stink of the bonus balls. Let's see if we can do it a second time ever. A double strike at Mason. The second time ever at Mason's. Alrighty, now that I'm done coloring 57 triangles, last El Stinko for frame 9. And 2 El Stinkos to wrap up the game. I never, anywhere, got a triple. Wouldn't it be funny, of all places, Masons? So that's El Stinko 1 for frame 10, and the second El Stinko for frame 9, making frame 9 bonus of 12. I'm not going to break my personal best here, but it's a good one. And the 4 horsemen steal it for 6. Actually, I do have a new house high single by 1. Alrighty. Start with a spare. And then a 9. First ball knocking down 7. Then a 9. Then a double strike. And all that mess. It ultimately adds up to a new high single by 1. Yay, and that's me cheering. 126. And speaking of, high single ever is a 148. Low was done here at 44, and just now, the high of 125 bumped up by a pin. So I've seen some stuff coming. Oh yeah, Dawn. I honestly never really didn't watch that because I kind of thought as a kid it was boring. But, you know, after I've watched a few episodes as an adult, yeah, he was pretty good. But my show that I liked watching was Candlepins for Cash. Unfortunately, we can't say anything good about the host. We'll leave it at that. It was mentioned on King of the Palace Summer Edition that, yeah, he possessed something very illegal. Alrighty, now he's busy drawing fireworks. One pin, but one pin to take. Any new high, good. Game number 6. Is this where it all falls apart? Usually when something like that happens. Well, let's hope not. I think that pin bounced out a little too far. Pin in the back you can't see that's rolling around. You gotta wait for it to stop. Third best start, 10. Maybe I should buy a lottery ticket, as one of you said.
That's good. I didn't know if there were other pins.
Time for El Stinkle the bonus ball times 2. Let's see how this goes. Nine fill. Alright, it took me a while because stupid me, when I put down 10 for the second frame, I put 10 for the total. shall do that. Was not a good pin to fall. Put it where I had to and it worked. Thank you, Mr. Drum Machine. 9, 10, which I made the mistake of just putting the total of what I got for that frame. Then a strike, then a 9, which is the fill, and then a spare. So far we're at 57 with El Stinko, the bonus ball. I've had those rare sports moments where I just had a red letter day, and then it just goes plain red. See before watching. And unfortunately, there is one final month of King of the Palace still out there, and that's the February 2020 Ultimate Skins. So there's still there's still 3 more episodes of King of the Palace out there that are new and waiting to be shown. Let's see what El Stinko does. Okay. 7 with helpful wood. I don't think it's my highest, but 64 half. I hit the wrong pin. Ten. Another, I think it's 4 times in 12 games that I've got a 100. And with a decent El Stinko, the bonus ball, maybe doing it a 3rd time. El Stinko leave became a good one. 2 frames already in 3 digits. El Stinko the bonus ball again. In Candlepin, whether it strikes or spares, any 3 marks in a row is a turkey. And crash land to reality. El Stinko is a weak fool.
Did you get him?
10. For the score you're about to see, a guy throwing a ball like that shouldn't deserve it. Oh, we got 8. Yeah, must be pretty lucky today. 10. Spare. Second spare. First ball, making 8. Then a 10. First ball, 4. Then an 8. Now I'm on the other side of the old single by 1. Ooh, battery's going dead. How many strikes did you have today? 3 of those. Oh, and if you ever try it the first time and say you get around 30 or 40, that actually is a relatively normal thing. And I've seen somebody who couldn't even get out of single digits. I kid you not. His score sheet looked like a assembly language, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. I think he screwed up once out of 2. The guy was also hooked up on weed. But then again, people have been here that were hooked up on weed way better than I can. Alrighty, game number 7. Fingers are not dirty yet, so they've cleaned things up before I got here.
I'm gonna try not to. That's still good one.
The wood giveth, the wood taketh away for 9. Oh, are we warm? Is that why we're not going to do anything now? Hey, I gotta keep an eye on this stupid thing now. It's plugged in, it's gonna get lukewarm, it doesn't want to work. Middle finger for nine.
Trey.
Eight is great. Now we gotta wait for that pin to settle down. I do this to make sure it's still working. It is great. I have no idea how this works, but it seems when I throw the ball over 30 miles an hour, I do better. But if I try to hit 30 miles an hour, and that's a 9. Letting the gutter first. Back to reality, people. 9, 9, 8, 8, 9, 43. Back to reality. And drum machine, just remember, the 124 came after a 126, which was 1 point higher. It would have been great if I broke it twice. But we're back to reality land. I think they turned the magnet back on.
Try it again.
Niner.
Try it again. One more. Slow it down. Nice, Trey. Gonna go down? Nice job.
So close. 9.
Try it again. Slow it down. Get down to the floor.
9 again. Two frames to get 10.
Come on, we got this. Slow it down. Try it one more time. Try for Good job.
Plane crashing. That's a 7. And it's over. 9, 9, 9. Then the 7, then the 9. Hey, it's still an 86. Reality time. Game 8. There it is. I guess this is where the where the ship is sinking. I almost said something else.
Probably to try the book. You want to play that one?
Eight from a spread eagle. Not bad. Yeah, it was a bit off, but it still worked. All those marks in those high single watermark for games, all of those marks went where I threw it. Time for El Stinko the bonus ball. Let's see what this one gives us. El Stinko will be a week 4. Here comes the great collapse. It's a 5. Middle finger for the 9. Is great. Halftime report. 8. Spare. Curse to the fill. 5. The first ball knocking down the other 4. 9. 8. Tie my low single of 44. High single is 148. We already mentioned the low. And 126 is now the high. Mason's by 1. It was 125. Why don't I buy my own shoes? I don't like the thought of one leg being sticky or one being slippery. All right, might be time to clean the balls out for this game. 10. Now, 2 I'll stink of the bonus balls. What will they add up to? We actually got a double strike here today. The second time I've ever done it here. Let's see if we can do it again. Well, that piece of wood might be all right. Bounce back and forth between the walls a few times to get the spare. And in Candlepin, so long as the ball hits a fair piece of wood on the plate or a standing pin, it's good. Once again, it's time for El Stink of the bonus ball. How much you bet the next time I bowl, everything will be entirely back to normal with a few good games? What one would this one be? Welcome to reality. El Stinko is a goose egg. Best we can do is the Emily. Well, that 7 ruined everything. Plenty of opportunity, and then it blew it. 8, 10, strike, and then 10 filled, meaning spare, and got 0, and then a 7. 1 away from tying my personal best of 4 3-digit games at Mason. Anyway, my fingers are starting to get dirty, so it's time to wet the towel and clean the bowling balls. Waiting till game 9, that's actually pretty clean. playing 9 games. Oh, 8 games without cleaning them? That's above average. The cleanliness was above average. They weren't really bad, but it was starting to show. Tough spare of the day so far. Oh yeah, that was horrible. A while earlier drops a bomb. After a spare, just plain old bomb. We're gonna hit 3 digits again. Well, I don't think we're gonna do that today, but you know. All right, I think the bowling balls may have dried at this point. Welcome to Mason's. Did you see how that pin was about to fall and then another pin took that other piece of wood away and helped straighten it back up? We'll settle for 10. I already had to fix my scope. Niner, kingpin. And since it's hard to tell on camera because I have to use the crappy one or it'll crap out. You can tell the kingpin from the head pin because the head pin is much closer to the deck light, so it appears much brighter. The middle finger is the pin 1. The kingpin is pin 5. There's another I wish it was ball 2 moment for 10. None of my balls are turned. I don't know if you can see it, but heard one make a noise and literally fall back into the pit. So once again, we're waiting for assistance. So I've heard on multiple where the ball fell behind the 10 pin back into the pit. I've seen it once and I've heard it a few times. It's dark back there, so it's really hard to see it. And Ben, I know I'm a little too late, but thanks for watching, unless you decide to pick it up after. Here they come. Well, there's 3 of them. I don't see a 4th. Oh, there's the 4th. I'll wait till I see him come out of there. There he is. Middle finger for 9. Wouldn't it have been as dumb luck as that spare where the ball was bouncing back and forth and took out the 10? That's all I could have done. Ten. Halftime. 10, 9, 10, 9, 10. 48, and far from the first time we saw the middle finger today. And we also saw the kingpin all by itself a lot today. Which is the one behind it, and on low res video, kind of looks like the middle finger, but it's darker because it's further away from the lights. is great. How does that happen? Welcome to Masons. That's pretty much where I was aiming. I was hoping for better, but yeah, that would have to be like laser precision. Niner. Hit the wood, which makes it good. That's 8. Two frames to get 7. Week 7. Clean plate to hit middle of average. And I never mentioned that the whole time. According to ICBA standards, based on records from casual league bowlers, average skill is between 80 to 100. So if we hit 90, we're smack dab in the middle. 80 is acceptable. We're now going for the middle. Squeaked it in. Hello. Push the button. I have a feeling we may have to just record the last ones. It dropped out. 8, 9, 8, 7, 10, right in the middle of average skill with 90. Yeah, sometimes when YouTube decides to not work, we just have to restart it. Someone's playing the jukebox. Hopefully there's enough bowling to keep the copyright Nazis at bay. Because if not, we'll have to mute the microphone. Not what I want to do. Okay, I see that. Number 10, and I'll jinx it by saying no stinker so far. Start with 9. Still running. Good. YouTube seems to want to completely quit at random now. Now that's an example of wood taketh away for 7. Save that one. 9. Niner. Pulled another one out of my posterior side for 10. Boy, this thing really don't like to work, does it? Halftime. 9, 7, 9, 9, 10, 44. Solid game. Yes, that one was. Now let's finish the half after this one. off. I needed to hit the red line. I was a couple inches to the right of it. Nine again. You know what to say, and I'll say it anyway. Welcome to Masons. Welcome to Masons. That is the worst 3 I ever got. Like I said, I think I jinxed it by saying that's not jinxed. I'm going to jinx it. It's not what I was going for. This game's trash now. Need a mark, or we're going to practice the Putnam Street opening. And since I cursed this game by saying I'm going to jinx it, this game is junk. There's a stinker on the sheet now. So let's do the Putnam Street, starter. Are we working? Nine. What ruined everything? 7, 6, 9. Lousy 78. As I said, we knew the great collapse was going to be coming. And when we have great games like 120s and what have not, it always does. Except at Putnam's once in a while. All right, we're deciding to work again. Game 11. start with 4 because now it's time to suck roll. This game's garbage already. Lobbed it. Time for the Emily to not happen. Don't matter. Might be rebuilding. Collapse, as predicted when this stuff happened. We got the 4, the 7, 9, 8, 9, 37. Yep, I push buttons. Now do the job. Tom Riley, if I... All right. Let's see if we can save. That might do it. That can do it. It's time to throw 2 El Stinko the bonus balls. What will they add up to? We got a double strike here twice. Once when this place was a lot harder. And today, can we do it twice? Probably not. But let's hope for a good bonus. And for a strike 7 bonus is a bit weak, but as a whole for the score, not too bad.
No, someone's helping that.
Curse of the Phil, 7. That 10 definitely helps put in minimal ability. From disaster to 2 frames needing 9 just to be minimal. The 4 and 6, the Devil's Bedpost. Great. Eight is great. From trash to almost average. Got the strike. Unfortunately, the 7 from the first 2 balls is all I got. Curse of the Phil. 10, 9, and 8 slowly falling down. Devil's Bedpost don't help. 88, so trash to almost right in the middle of average skill. You know what that means? It's time for the final game. Is it going to be the colossal train wreck like it is most of the time? Let's find out. remember, people, field trips they are questionably over. That was way the hell. 10. And there you go. One of my least favorite leaves. So far, a minimalist perfect game. In Candlepin, a perfect game is where you knock down every pin on every frame. Minimum 100 was achieved a couple of years ago by some guy, I can't remember who. The ultimate perfect game of 300 has never been achieved. Ralph Semb and Carl Sargent both hold the world record for the highest score in Candlepin. I don't think either of them were perfect games either, but it was a score of 245. Best we can do is 9 because that popped in the gutter before it took out the pin. And we have 8. Alright, here's where that other wood rule comes into play. When I delivered the ball, it was not moving. And it moved as the ball was heading there. If the wood was still when the delivery was made, it still counts. So we got a 9. If it was moving the ball, it would be 8. The middle finger for now. Halftime report. Perfect game going till the camera doesn't want to work because it's lazy. Then the 8. Then a 9 and a 9. 46 half. That person would be a town hero getting a parade. Yeah, exactly. Well, in 10 pin, they might be called the Fangs. I don't know. But they're called Devil's Bedposts and Candlepin. I could ask. But there's one thing that definitely is the same, although rarely used. What you call the big ears or the big four. Both this and 10 pin also call it the double pinochle. And I guess the pinochle is the 7 and 6 or the 10 and 4. All right, let's. Niner. I can see Casey McCool once again saying, wood player, don't matter. Now it's time for the camera to not do its job. All right, let's see how long the good camera lasts. El Stinko, the bonus ball. I don't know where it froze, but the kingpin was standing alone. There was a piece of wood to the right of it that I hit that bounced it into the kingpin. Let's see what we get. El Stinko gave us 9. Middle finger remains benign. Stupid piece of crap. Anything. That one pin that was still standing was still standing. That's 9. Come on, make it through the end of the game. You know what? 26%. We'll let it cool down by not being plugged in. We're halfway through the final game. If it doesn't make it, there's something really wrong. Oh, cut the crap. Okay, we could use a camera that actually does its job now. There. All right, we only got 9 in that frame. It froze at 9. That's what we actually got. Let's make sure we're working. I unplugged it so it could cool down and not work warm. Einer. Still deciding the word. I guess before we go, Bob Caleri wants to pay us a final visit. Showed Bob Caleri the back door and that stupid thing froze. He didn't see it because the stupid thing didn't want to work, but I showed Bob Caleri the back door for the spare. That means if this thing wants to play nice, El Stinko the bonus ball, wrapping up the whole day.
No, I never pushed the button.
You did? No, you didn't. I forgot. It calls it out.
Up to you.
That one didn't count.
El Stinko's a week 4.
Yeah. I'm not going to talk.
All right, this did not end as a train wreck. 9, spare, 9, which happens to be the frame there. 9, spare, lousy 4 fill. We end tying with 4 3-digit games in one sitting at Mason's. So here we go. Game 1, 288, 3, 104, 496. New high single by 1, 126. And then we were on the other side of the old single, 124. Then 86, 99, 90. That. 88, 106. And let's see if this thing actually worked for comments. That was a decent session. In fact, the thing crapped out so badly, Drum Machine's last comment is the only comment still there. So that is it. The high Masons, now 126 by 1 point. And like I said, we're on the other side of the old score. Yay! And that'll be it. Georgia 551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.